responsible.
Alright guys, so done in the gym, hit back and biceps today, but wanted to talk to you guys really quick. Sorry if it's windy, I'm just gonna roll with it anyways, but wanted to talk to you guys about something that has been on my mind a lot lately, that I've really been thinking about, that I've been reflecting on, especially as I've been working with more and more people. I've been extremely blessed lately to have my online personal training continue to grow and take on more clients and help change other people's lives for the better. But as I've taken on more people, I have thought about the topic of personal identity and balance so much, because I've found that so many people that are passionate about whatever, they're passionate about their own business, they're passionate about a job they have, a sport they play, a person they love, oftentimes they wrap themselves up in it too much to where their life becomes unbalanced. They lose their personal identity in that something or in that someone, and once they get to that point, it's a very unsafe area to be in. Emotionally, it's a very unsafe place to be in, because that something, that someone, as difficult as it is to realize, isn't going to be there forever. There's going to come a time when you have to move on from a relationship, you have to move on from a job or a sport or whatever, and without being balanced, without having your own personal identity, you're really gonna struggle to find happiness, because you've spent so long finding happiness in that temporary thing. Now, I don't want to sound depressing, because I know there are people that have relationships that are fantastic. I know people that have jobs, that have careers that they've had their entire life. And this isn't for everyone that has a job or has a relationship or anything. This is for the people that might not necessarily have balance, might not necessarily have their own personal identity right now, because they are so wrapped up in something else. And what I'm trying to say is that there's nothing wrong with having goals. There's nothing wrong with having dreams. There's nothing wrong with having a relationship. But the minute you lose your personal identity in that, the minute you become reliant, your happiness becomes reliant upon it, that's where it becomes unhealthy. That's where you need to take time and step back and reflect. And this is something that I had to work on a couple months ago. I mean, I remember sitting out here outside my gym talking to you guys about life goes on even when something really sucky happens. For me, I know I lost my personal identity in it, and it took time to get over. But if I would have been balanced throughout that process, if I would have been able to spread out my happiness rather than just relying on a person or a thing, then I would have been more successful a lot quicker. So what I'm trying to do is help you guys not go through what I went through, and through what I see so many other people going through. And it just really does come down to balance. Mental, spiritual, physical, and emotional. But having those four things balanced out. For me, if I'm spending all day in the gym, I am not having that mental, emotional, and spiritual balance. I'm just getting all physical. And as much as you need to exercise your body, you need to exercise your mind, you need to exercise your emotions, you need to love, you need to be sad, you need to be all of these different emotions, but you also need to be stimulating your mind, your spirit, your body, all these different things. So what it really comes down to is balance. Not losing your personal identity in something, and realizing that there is more to life than a job or a person. And once you realize that, I definitely, from personal experience, you're gonna feel free, you're gonna feel happy, and you're going to experience so much more joy in life. So kind of all over the place here, but what I wanted to say at the end of the day, I just rhymed. What I wanted to say is that don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. Find balance and be happy.